Thank you everyone for joining us today in today's presentation. My name is Roger Peña and I will be your presenter. Our presentation is entitled The Chinese Renaissance, Reviving 5,000 Years of Civilization. We will talk about what the essence of Chinese culture is, why this essence is no longer found today in China. And lastly, in part 3, we'll talk about the Renaissance that is taking place now. Okay, let's get started. The essence of traditional Chinese culture. What is the essence of Chinese culture? China is one of the oldest civilizations in the world, and of course having other great ancient civilizations throughout the ages. Many of these civilizations have collapsed or dissolved over the course of time. For example, Babylonian culture of ancient Mesopotamia, very ancient culture, but is no longer with us today. The Egyptian culture has also disappeared now for thousands of years. The Indian culture, some aspects of its culture have been lost. For example, they no longer use their ancient Sanskrit writing system. The Chinese culture, however, is unique because it's a continuous culture, meaning that the culture was maintained and passed down its traditions and wisdom for over 5,000 years. We can see this, for example, in a Chinese written language. If you can read Chinese today, you can read any writing from thousands of years ago because it's the same system and has been passed down. We can also see this in Chinese medicine, philosophy, and virtually every facet of the Chinese culture. So for this reason, we say that the Chinese culture is a gift that the entire world can share. In addition to the Great Wall we are seeing here, if I were to ask you about Chinese culture, what is the first thing that comes to your minds? Perhaps Chinese food for some of you? How about martial arts? Let's take a look at some aspects of the Chinese culture. We have here martial arts, China buses, famous terracotta soldiers, and we have here everyone a book. I Ching, the Book of Change. Now, this book was written over 3,000 years ago. There's a sentence in this book that will help us in understanding the essence of Chinese culture. The invisible and intangible is Tao, and the visible and tangible is just a container.